Hi, my name is Claude, and I'll be doing a short gameplay review on PokerStars Zoom Poker. If you've ever played Full Tilt's Rush Poker, this is just a lot like Rush Poker. You immediately get a new table as soon as you fold your hand, your opponents keep changing, and it's really fast and really fun. So I already went ahead and played 4 tables just to get my tables in the right places where I wanted them to be. So now I'm going to open up another 4 tables. But what I found when I opened up these other 4 tables, it didn't save my table position. So I don't know if that's because there's an option that I missed on or what. But it's a little bit hectic at first because I have to look for resize the tables again. So as you see, I go into a little bit of a frenzy trying to play 4 tables of Rush Poker and try to resize my tables for the screen. This isn't as big of a problem if I wasn't recording a video because I could just click on the icon on the top right and it can resize all my tables and tile my tables for me the way I like it. But since it was for video, it was a little bit more difficult. So my general strategy in Zoom is I just steal a lot and I play pretty straightforward. At this level, I called a little bit more than I normally do. Like on the top right, you see I'm calling down 4s there, and I hit the river. And he checks, so I figure I could go for value, and I bet a little bit. And I get called, and here's one of the things that's a little bit difficult, and it's when you're 4 tabling, there's not a lot of time to go back and look at the hand. So you can see that I go back, look at the hand history real quick. And he actually calls me down with 10s. You're going to see that I have a little bit of time sizing my bets in this video because I normally use pot size and half pot size buttons, but I didn't have it set up yet. And so like I'm going through a scholar and it takes a little bit longer, and in a game that's this fast, you really have to be quick about things like that. So if I did have it set up, I don't think it would have been as difficult. And it always helps when you run a little bit good. You can see on the top right I flop a straight and I bet 3 straights and I get called on 3 straights. What I find at these games is people don't really like to fold, and I don't really like to fold too. So I guess I can't really blame them. And then on the top left here I hit a pretty nice river and I get called off by ace king. So yeah, I was running pretty good this session and I came up a little bit of money, so that made it pretty fun. But also it's just like a pretty fast, I actually had ace king, king 10 I mean. But yeah, so the speed is really fun, and it's not like live poker where you sit down, you play a hand, you see your cards, you see queen 5, and you're like, okay, well I'm done with this hand, and I get to wait another 5 minutes before I see cards again. So here you're just constantly getting bombarded with cards, which it's really, really fun, especially if you like fast-paced action like I do. I can't really speak fast enough to keep up with the action and everything that's going on, so you're just going to have to watch, and I'm sure I make a couple mistakes, or a few mistakes here and there. You know, I was really just trying out the software, but I did try to play, what I felt was right, and with the speed that was going on, I wanted to play to the style. Like on the bottom left, I'm pretty sure he has a 10 here, and I wasn't going to try to get him off the 10, so I just wanted to realize my equity on the river, and I missed, so seeing as how people are calling me pretty light, I didn't really feel like I was going to try to bluff him off anything, off his 10, and I had a 9, so, maybe once in a blue moon I'm good. I do try to play as aggressive as I can given the circumstances, because I think if I put people in difficult spots, they're not going to have the time to react if they're multi-tabling, but I think a lot of casual players just play 1 table, so you still have your 30-second time bank. So it's good for kind of everyone, people that like to play a lot of tables and people that only want to play 1 table. Here on the bottom right, you can see that I didn't want to fold my bottom pair, and he didn't have anything. And it's just part of my general game plan that people that aren't bought in full, the range is much, much wider, and in Hold'em where it's hard to hit a hand, I'm just going to call them off light. Against people that I think are regulars and have big stacks and stuff, I changed my game plan a little bit. But that's just general Hold'em game plan, so it's nothing particular to Zoom Poker. On the bottom left, you're going to see I hit a set, and I ran really good. And he calls me down with ace king, which is just really standard. And on that river, it's a pretty good river for ace king, but I guess that's where the ace king I was remembering was. One of the features, if you want to slow down sometimes, is you could hold control when you press fold, And I was trying to do it at the beginning where I was holding control when I was pressing fast fold, and it didn't continue the hand. So what happens when you press fold and hold control is you get to see the rest of the hand. So I don't remember actually where I do it, but somewhere in the video I hold control several times and I just let the hand play out. And at the beginning I was trying to press fast fold instead of fold while holding control, and it didn't work. So it would kind of be nice if I could just press fast fold so I could move on to a different table and just let that hand run. But I mean, that might be something they change in the future. So you can see that the pace is pretty fast, but once I have my tables laid out and I'm comfortable knowing what I'm doing, I'm just really clicking buttons, and it's not too bad to keep up with the pace. I think it's equivalent to like playing 12 or 14 tables in terms of the hands that you get in, but it's much, much easier. The downside is you don't get reads on your opponents, and right now HUDs aren't enabled, so you don't have any stats or anything. Eventually that's going to change, but it's still, your reads are very like general, so everyone's playing kind of a general strategy. So people that feel they have good general strategies in poker, good theory ABC games, are going to do very well in rush poker, and people that don't. So on the top left you could see where I exercise my right to be aggressive. I'm in position on the button with ace-10 off, and I decide to 3-bet, which is a pretty normal 3-bet for me with that hand because I don't really like calling with it. And it's a little bit surprising because everyone calls, and I'm not really sure what anyone has now. But I fought really, really well, so I'm always going to get it in. And I knew this guy was strong when he raised all in because he actually had more than a buy-in. So it didn't really matter because I sucked out on him. But I ran pretty good this session. But I do feel like the general game right now is a little bit soft. And when Rush Poker came out from Full Tilt, at first it was a little bit soft because a lot of regulars, they didn't adjust their game plans to it yet. And there were a lot of fish trying it out because it was fun and exciting. And I think it is a lot of fun. So it's just like something you could jump on and just have a lot of fun doing. So my session's coming to an end, and all I have to do is press the Fold Next Big Blind button. So it'll wait till my next big blind, and the table will automatically sit me out. So you can see that one of the tables I'm already sitting out. The way that Zoom Poker works is similar to how Rush Poker works, or the same as how Rush Poker works, is that normally in a game you start off from the under the gun and you go move left and you go to the hijack to the cutoff to the button. But in here it just fits you in wherever that you have space. Just makes the game go a lot faster. So you might go from the hijack to the cutoff to the big blind. So having that Fold Next Big Blind button makes it a lot easier. And I remember that at first Full Tilt didn't have it, so I had to like time when I was gonna sit out, and it was like really a pain it was really a pain. So it's kind of nice that that they have this feature. So this is going to conclude the gameplay review session of Zoom Poker on PokerStars. If you want to try it out, you could sign up through our site, or if you already have PokerStars, you just log on and check it out. This is Koalpha Monkey Poker World, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out our site for good poker strategy, and have a nice day.